Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and finally, you guys asked for it. BMW X3 review. It is finally happening and I'm so excited to drive this BMW and one of the most requested cars on my channel. And I want to thank absolutely everyone for subscribing to my channel. I just hit 1,000 subscribers during the Suzuki Vitara review and it means a lot to me. I did not expect that the start of my whole car reviews this January, that this whole year I will be able to get 1,000 subscribers already. This means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Don't worry, there will be more exciting stuff coming this month of December. I cannot wait to show you all. And what a way to start this month of December with this BMW. I would like to thank again Sir Gio and Sir Miguel of BMW Auto Alley for allowing me to review this BMW X3. And I would like to give them also a big shout out because they were also one of the first car brands that I reviewed on my channel. I'm lost for words right now. I didn't expect my vlogging journey to be successful. I have a roller coaster ride this year and that's a video for another time. And without further ado, let's start this BMW X3 review with the exterior. So this is it, the 2021 BMW X3 xDrive20d M Sport package. Yes, this has the M Sport kit. That's why I'm a bit excited. It has additional stuff. I'll get to that in a bit. Yeah, there's the M badge here. And like all BMWs, this has the active grille. Oh, they are open for once actually. Yeah, you can see inside the radiator. Okay, that is cool. They were always shut when I filmed before. Ground clearance is 204 millimeters. That is pretty generous. Also, you have LED lights here as well under here. They're all LEDs, by the way. There's only one fake vent here. That is it here in the front. Then here the M badge. Yeah. Then the designated model of this X3. You have one fake vent here only on the side, but it's fine. There's not much of it. Also nice design here on the side. Also you have a black roof rail, but sadly this does not have a panoramic sunroof. That's my only complaint so far with this X3. And since this is the new generation of X3, this is 55 kilograms lighter than the previous generation. It is lighter because this was constructed using recycled aluminum, so that's cool to know. So let's look at the back. Also you have the BMW signature window kink here in the rear. The lights look similar to a BMW X5, so that's also nice. Also you have two real exhausts, so that's cool. And it's party piece here. Finally, I have the key. That's kick to open twice. And also you can shut it. Since this is an SUV, you just kick it back once. I will get to this later. So let's look at it one more time. Oh yeah, despite being M Sport, you don't have the M Sport colors here on the grille. But I know you can option that if not mistaken. So with that, I'll show you the interior. So this is the interior of the BMW X3. Physical buttons for your radio, then also same as well with the air conditioning controls. And now being an XT, there are paddle shifters. I cannot wait to try this out. They're even nice quality. They're aluminum, but the back of it, yeah, it kind of feels like plastic as well, but it's still nice to the touch. Barely plastic in here. I'm impressed. The plastic only in here are the door cards, which has your cubby space and bottle holder on either side. Also, the steering wheel material is more on the durable side, but it's still soft enough. And I love this blue stitching here on the dashboard that stretches all the way there to the other side. Also, steering wheel controls here. You have your adjustments for the radio, your Bluetooth connectivity, your cruise control settings. I will not demo that for obvious reasons. And then you have your start stop button here, your auto start stop function below it. And look at the digital cluster. That is so cool. That is in Eco Pro, but if I change it to comfort, okay, your traditional gauges, and then put it to sport mode. Okay, looks more aggressive, but of course I will leave it that there later. But let's leave it in Eco Pro. It actually looks nice. Okay, one feature I missed in that 5 Series, there's a charge function here. So this and 5 Series I reviewed has a mild hybrid system that also only helps out in acceleration and then charging the battery. Like here in the electronics. So here in the center console, also nice key. You have an X3 silver lining here with rounded gloss black, but it's not too much, it's fine. So open up here in the center console, you have 2 cup holders, one 12-volt socket, I won't play with that anymore, one USB port, and a very small cubby space here. I don't know what you can fit that, maybe just coins, and another extra cubby space here. Yeah, but at least my phone fits ish. And like traditional BMW, this is your gear selector, same with the driving mode, sport, comfort, and Eco Pro. You have electronic stability control button here, your parking sensor, it's massive. Also, there's a hill descent control button. It's just in one area, so very odd, but it's there for a reason. And here for your controls for the BMW iDrive. Yep, still as good as I remembered. Let's play with it a little bit more. Look how responsive that is, that's awesome. There's no lag whatsoever. One of the best in the business. Yes, this BMW iDrive, I will agree with all the car journalists who reviewed an X3 or technically a BMW. Yeah, same as usual, like before. I love this feature. I wish all cars have this, but that's just my nitpicking. Oh yeah, there's one thing I noticed. It's still the old layout. Unlike the 3 Series that I reviewed 2 months ago, it's still not the plenty information. It's just the 2 traditional horsepower and newton meters of torque. But it's just something I noticed only. Maybe it hasn't been updated that much yet. The glove box. Oh, there are 2 of them. They are small, yeah, but at least there's one for each. Yeah, they're small, but at least there's a light underneath. These are your lights. They're massive, really massive. You can see a little green light there. That is for your ambient light. So if I go here, vehicle settings, and then lights. There, you can change interior lighting. You can adjust the brightness. What the heck? I'm sad. Just my nitpicking again. Just no red. But I will leave it in orange. There, you can see it in the dashboard, but you can see up here. And then visor. You have a vanity light on each side, and then a mirror. Hello. Nope. But I love the headlining of this with this sun visor. It's cloth. Very nice to the touch as well. I almost forgot this. This has gesture control, but I will mute this part for copyright reasons. Okay, enjoy this part. And like all BMWs, they have extra thigh support and electronic adjustments for the seats. Even here in the passenger side, you can adjust your lumbar if you want. Also nice seats, very good material. The leather with the blue contrast of the blue stitching that matches the car. And there's an M part here on the seat. And here in the central glove box, it's good, it's big enough. Oh, there's one light in there and then one USB port there. Sorry if you can see it. So okay, yeah, it is big enough. Also, you have a light adjustments here on the side. Oh yeah, and if you're wondering, what does this compete with? This competes with an Audi Q3, Lexus NX 300F Sport, Porsche Macan, Alfa Romeo Stelvio, and Volvo XC60. I will compare this to the Volvo XC60 a lot, sorry JR, because that's the only competitor I've driven so far. And given its diesel, yeah, this is a direct competitor to that XC60 D4. So I had no idea who drives better, but I think I know already. So I will give my verdict later on which I would pick. Wait, before we go to the back, also you have nice carpets with the blue contrast stitching. This is the only thing else that's plastic here on the side of the center console. And look at those pedals. That looks awesome. Metal with a rubber part. So extra grip for your shoes. So now let's go to the back. So this is the back of the BMW X3. Also, very cool feature here in the back of this X3. There are sunshade covers here on each side. So like on a sunny day, you can just remove that if you want and then fold it. But that's still nice to have, I would say. But I will leave it on for better lighting. So that is my driving position. Legroom, feature, look at that, that's so spacious. And then headroom. Wow, that's pretty spacious. I would say this is already more spacious than the Volvo. Also, same material here in the back with the few plastics only, like here in your door card where your cubby space and bottle holder. And then the same leather material here with the blue stitching with your ambient light. There, you can see it a bit now. I just put the brightest there. I put it orange if you remember. Also, the toys here in the back. This one's plastic, yeah, behind the seat, but you have seat pockets at least. And here in the center, you have two air conditioning vents with controls underneath with one 12-volt socket. Also, I have the carpets with the blue contrast. There's even stitching in the carpet. What the heck? That's cool. Oh, there's your ambient light underneath the seat. Oh, okay. There, now you can see it. That's orange, as I said it earlier. And then, not much toys here in the back. Same light controls. There's not even sunroof, but I get it why they didn't option it. Love the seats here in the middle. Same as front with the blue stitching. You have isofix anchor points on either side of the seats. Also, you have a central armrest with two pop-up cup holders. So nice. And the other party piece here. Oh yeah, put this back up. You press this. You have a central loading hatch. So in case you just want to carry long items, you can fold this seat down and just stick them out here. So that's really nice. So transmission tunnel here in the back. Okay, it is tall, really tall, like that much. So if I sit here in the middle, okay, it's a bit wide, but it's not too much in the way. And sitting here in the middle, okay, still very spacious. So headroom is not compromised here in the middle seat. Okay, I noticed only sitting here in the middle seat, it's just a tiny bit hard only, but it's still comfortable enough. Also, you have a coat hanger here in the back. Also, like I demoed earlier, the kick to open function, I had the key. You kick it twice to open it and then kick it once to close it, but you can still use this key if you want. So you long press to open it. I don't know how to close it, but let's try. So this is the boot space of the BMW X3. With the seats up, you have 550 liters of space. That is already big. This is how you fold the seats. You just... Okay, that is cool. That's so easy. Just pull them, the seats will fold. And now with all the seats down, you have 1,600 liters of space. That's already bigger than the XC60 itself. So, toys here in the back, there's actually a lot. Of course, you have this tonneau cover. And then you have a first aid kit somewhere here that's supposed to be here. Also, you have tie-down hooks, but you can adjust them wherever you want in case there are long items. There, I don't know how to... Oh, that's how you move it. You press that button and then you can even remove them if you want. That's cool. That I never knew. So you have lights here on either side. There's another blank space here, and also you have a grocery hanger here on the side, and you can fold it away if you want. And the 12-volt socket, as we're here on the right, that's sadly none on the other side, but on the other side there is a strap here, so in case you wanna put something and won't fly out, so that's nice. And then underneath here there's just hidden storage. Like all BMWs, there is no spare tire because these are on run flats. So that's about it here in the boot of the BMW X3. I will show you the engine. Okay, before we go to the engine, I just noticed something. You can fold the seats also from here if you just press this button. But what I noticed, putting them back up, the seat belt doesn't get eaten because it's designed here on the right. That's cool. So like all BMWs, this is how you open the bonnet. You pull this twice. And then this is the engine of the BMW X3. It's a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder diesel engine with 190 horsepower and 400 Newton meters of torque. That is already powerful, but I'm wondering if it will drive better than the XC60 for Momentum with Polestar engineered of JR of Car Reviews PH. Shout out to him again. Yeah, this directly competes with it. Same power, even though you remove the Polestar engineered package, it's almost the same power output as it. Also, this is mated to an 8-speed ZF automatic transmission, which tend to be smooth. This is also an all-wheel drive system, same with JR's Volvo XC60. But I'm wondering which will drive better and will perform better. Yeah, and I know this is a pretty good SUV to drive. So with that, let's go for a drive. Okay. So driving the BMW X3 20D M Sport. This is still electronic power steering, but there's already nice weight to it. It's not numb. There's so much weight to it. It kind of feels like a hydraulic power steering. This has the M Sport suspension. Even though if it's firm, it's still a comfortable car. Yeah, so I will test that suspension out later on in the back route. But even though this is a diesel engine, the NVH is amazing. I don't hear much of the diesel drone yet. So here the noisiest part of the test route. Okay, this NVH is excellent. Yeah, you can hear a bit of the tire noise. Yes, these are still run flats, but it's still not bad. Okay, I noticed also like all the BMWs I've driven, hey, EcoPro hesitates just ever so slightly, but I would say it's still somewhat responsive, even though it's like not the sportiest setting yet. I will try them also later on. So let's try sport mode, manual. Oh, I can't wait to use these shifters. Ooh. Oh my god! Wow, that engine's so punchy. Alright. Has station like all BMWs. Oof. It will automatic upshift, but jeez, it picks up so fast. Alright, let's calm down. Let's try now EcoPro. The NVH is actually pretty good, even though this is a diesel engine. You can hear the engine, but it's not so pronounced. You don't hear it that much. For example, like in the Volvo XC60. I will compare that because that's the only competitor I've driven. But I would say immediately, sorry JR, this drives way better. Even though this has the M Sport suspension, I would say it's still comfortable. Like here, over humps and bumps. Here's a big pothole. Look, it's not too stiff, I would say. There's just a little trouble in the suspension, despite being too firm. It might be too firm for some, but for me, no. This is actually a good type of suspension for this kind of SUV. Okay, sport mode, yes. Everything is responsive. Like there's no delay, no nothing. Even the shifts are fast. Actually, the shifts, even though you're Eco, Pro, or Comfort mode, the shift time is still pretty fast. So that's also the benefit of having an 8-speed ZF transmission. And also the brakes, yeah, they are strong, but okay, let me try that again. Okay, there's just a little travel. Yeah, it's a high bite, but it's still strong. So here now, the noisiest part of the route. Okay, yeah, the tire noise is not as pronounced as like what in the 1 series. Actually, all the sedans I've driven, the 3 and 5 series as well. Yeah, the NVH is way better in here than those cars. And also, what I noticed, just being honest before, like in the 3 series, the transmission is not that jerky. From a standstill only. Okay, here, look. Okay, it's very smooth. Yeah, the handling is actually a surprise to me, I would say, because I didn't expect this kind of driving characteristics for an SUV. And yet again, this is a BMW, that's their thing. These are pretty tall humps, but it's just gliding over them. Look, that's pretty good. Yeah, the handling, even though this is stiff suspension, the trade-off is this kind of stable in the course. Wow. Wow, this is this engine is great. I didn't expect this. Yes, I would say this is already faster than the XC60 itself. Holy moly. Yeah, despite a little bit less power than the XC60, the particular one like I drove, because it has a Polestar engineered package, this thing is already fast. Wow. And also I forgot to mention the 0 to 100 kph. This can do it in 8 seconds. So that's pretty fast for an SUV. So that was the biggest problem of the XC60, the transmission. I kept just leave it, and didn't want to play with manual mode anymore. This you can play manual, and also there is paddle shifters. And I would say also the shift time in this is way smoother, and how it changes gear, it's also way smoother than that Volvo. I'm very also impressed with this handle. I can't stop talking about it. It's so, yeah, there's just slight body lean only since this is a tall car. Yeah, wow, it feels like a BMW sedan, I would say. Very impressed. Yeah, look, a little bit twisty. Yeah, there's good feel in the steering wheel. Ooh, this is great. Also, I've driven an X1 as well, off camera. I just test drove it. That's also diesel engine. Also, this has more power. This feels way more punchier than that, and also handles a bit better as well. And probably because of this all-wheel drive system against the front-wheel drive system only on the X1. Oh my god, this engine is great. It's so punchy. Now, JR, now I understand why you bought an old X3. I completely understand you now. Even though this is like, well, a diesel engine, there's still good amount of torque, even though like in the middle of the rev range. Yeah, that's why it just wants to keep on going, to be honest. Wow, this transmission is great. And then here in the corner again. Wow, it's so stable. Yes, this is a premium car. 4.5 million pesos. I'll just put the exact price on screen. Holy shoot. Alright, let's calm down. Yeah, this costs a bit more than the Volvo XC60 itself, but I would say this is worth it. This is worth your extra than the Volvo itself. Of course, the trade-off is the Volvo is a more comfortable car, but this one is not far off being that comfortable, but it is way more sportier than that. Also, the fuel consumption this is doing, with my driving only around here in Centris, 11.2 kilometers per liter. That is impressive for a big sporty SUV. I was expecting the M Sport suspension to be a little bit firmer for my liking, but it is not. So I wanted to feature this car so badly because, of course, this was one of my most requested cars on my channel, and I finally got to drive it. And is this worth it over the 2022 facelift model? Yes, there is an 2022 X3 coming soon. I just don't know when. So that's why I also wanted to get my hands on one, so I have a comparison between this pre-facelift model against the facelifted model. Yes, you should definitely buy one, because I would say this is probably so far one of the best SUVs I've ever driven. For its class, okay? For its class. For a premium mid-size SUV, this is one of the best I've ever driven. So, if there was a chance, I would have driven an Alfa Romeo Stelvio diesel. So, this will directly compete with that Alfa Romeo, since that's one of the best handling SUVs out there. Along with this one is very close to that Stelvio. I know this because the Stelvio is just basically an oversized Giulia. Oh yeah, the parking sensors are also great. The camera is also decent for its class. And I can say I only had one comparison so far, the Volvo. Yeah, of course this is way sportier, just a little bit more expensive, but yeah, the trade-off is this is one of the sportiest SUVs you can buy in its class. I didn't expect this NVH to be so good. Of course, I've driven the 3.5. There's a lot of tire noise, I will be honest with that. This one, not so much. and it's still comfortable. And of course, you have a ground clearance. You can somewhat off-road with this. It's an all-wheel drive system. This is a really good all-rounder. So let's try it one more time. So yeah, this concludes my review of the BMW X3, and hopefully I can get more BMW SUVs soon, and probably hopefully the facelifted X3 as well. As again, I would like to thank everybody for subscribing. I just hit 1,000 subscribers. Thank you all so much. I didn't expect this to happen this year. So yet again, hope you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you with more future car reviews and BMWs. Bye bye.